which is like, I don't want to be seen, but you guys are out here like protesting again.
Oh, really? So they really were doing all of that stuff?
Oh, my parents were very, very vocal. My parents were not, they weren't, so it's funny because you said like, you know, the assimilation thing.
Yeah.
My parents looked at Long Island, being in America, as an opportunity for my brothers and I to kind of, I don't want to say receive what we deserve, but they knew who they were. Like they never doubted who they were as intelligent, bright people in the world.
Yeah.
Their
And
whole thing
what's
was
the
like,
backstory of how did they come here and what's their nationalities?
oh, yes. So we're Trinidadian. So my entire family's from Trinidad. I do have like further back from Trinidad, like my mom has some Irish in her and my father, Venezuela. But for the most part, we're Trinidadian. We're from the Caribbean. So anybody from the Caribbean knows that is like, everybody has to be a doctor and a lawyer. That was the upbringing, right? You were going to be a doctor or a lawyer. Like
that's
anything else.
That's Asian too. That's Asian culture. They always want you to be a doctor, lawyer, anything that makes a lot of money. It's all about,
well, it was a lot of money, but it was also the title, right?
Yeah, so title and prestige. It's like this prestige.
Right, because it was classism. It's like, no, you want to be above, and in order to be above, you need to have this title.
Yep, you need a diploma degree.
Yeah, Trinidad. My parents came in their early 20s, and they came to they were in Brooklyn. We were in Brooklyn.
Yeah, what part of Brooklyn?
Crown Heights. So we were in Brooklyn first before we moved to Long Island. And yeah, my dad got his degree. My mom got hers later after, but my dad got his degree and immediately was like, he was tapped for corporate America. So he was a corporate accountant for many, many years, like even up till he retired a few years ago. But when I was, that whole life and experience was, my parents were like, no, you're not going to tell us I don't deserve to be here. Not at all. No. My father was like, I'm leaving my house every morning to drive into the city and I have on a suit and a tie and a shirt. You're not going to disrespect my children, whatever. And then my mom came up behind him and was like, well, you're not going to disrespect any of us, whether we're wearing a suit and tie or whether we're wearing jeans that don't fit. Like, so they both were very strong. Strong. The word we use in our community, they were very militant.
Oh, that's exactly what me and Siawa just said too.
Yeah, my parents. Oh yeah, my parents were very like, I don't know if you know, the secretaries at Andrew T. Murrow School, they like knew my mom's voice over the phone.
Really?
Oh yeah, because she didn't play. At least once a week, she was calling and checking somebody. She's like, oh no. She's like, who are you talking to? Yeah. Oh no, she's like, no, I want to meet with that teacher. What teacher told my kid they couldn't be anything? Oh, nope. I want to meet with them next week. They were like, oh, Mrs. Scott, it's so nice to hear from you again. She's like, yep, again. Yeah. Again, every week from elementary school all the way to the high school. So my parents were like, it was funny because nobody knows. I may have said this before. My mom, before MLK was a national holiday, my mom kept us home from school.
Really?
She called the school and she said, I dare you to mark them absent. She's like, my children are not absent. We are observing Martin Luther King's birthday.
Oh my God, that's like
awesome. That was the upbringing, right? So they were very, very, very militant, to say the least.
And how did that